All right. Okay, well, let me show you some more stuff that I'd love to get you guys involved with here. All right. There's a lot of questions about divorce lead generation. Some of your offices, I mentioned this at our live seminar, some I did not. Now, this works into our other system of getting an affiliate that wants to work with you as a team member. And so what I wanted to do is show you, in reality, how this thing really works. Because remember, in a divorce in Illinois, the majority of the attorneys have the divorcing couples sign a quitclaim deed, a grant deed, or a warranty deed. And when that happens, the vacating spouse's name is still on the underlying loan documents. Therefore, the vacating spouse is subject, and their credit is subject to, the paying habits of the remaining spouse who lives in the house. It's a horrible mistake made by many attorneys in Illinois. And we've found that if you can, or if you can get your lender to go down as a matter of public record once a month and get all the names and addresses of all the divorces being handled at the county courthouse, you can absolutely make a fortune with this. Now, I had a lender who saw the benefit in this because what they could do is get the vacating spouse's name off the loan documents by way of a refinance at some of the lowest interest rates we've seen for 30 years. So he was making a lot of money refinancing the vacating spouse's name off the underlying loan documents. But sometimes, and the benefit to me was that there wasn't enough equity to refinance, or the remaining spouse couldn't qualify for a refinance, and so all of this pain was disclosed to all the attorneys and to the vacating spouse. And so what happened is this letter and this knowledge forced a sale. And I wanted to be available to list the property for the sale. So whether you do it as the real estate agent and educate these people, or whether a lender does it, it's up to you. But, a lender's a lot less expensive, and the lender's happy to do it because they're making a lot of money on the refinance. So the email or letter, and it's probably going to be a letter because you can't get email addresses out of the court documents. Just because you are separating does not mean that you have to give up your life. My name is Joe Lender, and I'm a senior loan officer at Wells Fargo here in Aurora. And in my effort to benefit a wider range of clientele, I've taken the liberty to examine the public records that have been filed in regard to all divorces in whatever your county name is. I'm writing because I understand the many challenges resulting from a divorce, especially those that entail the disposition of real estate. To help you through this confusing process, I wanted to give you a few pointers. Number one, did you know that if title passes to the vacating spouse by way of a quitclaim deed, and that's supposed to be a remaining spouse. That's wrong, remaining spouse. By way of a quitclaim deed or a grant deed, that these deeds only affect the actual title of the property and it does not transfer the loan to the remaining spouse? And two, did you know that if you change title by a quitclaim deed or a grant deed or a warranty deed, that both parties who originally signed the loan are still liable for the repayment of the loan? In fact, those same people can be harmed by a future foreclosure, a non-payment of the mortgage, or believe it or not, even a late payment. Both of the original signers of the note are still wholly and separately responsible for the repayment of an existing mortgage, even though title has passed by way of a quitclaim, grant deed, warranty deed. A quitclaim or a grant deed, warranty deed removes someone from title but not the loan. Number three, Did you know that if I refinance now remember this letter is coming from your lender, all you have to do is say, hey, lender, I want to give you all my business. I want to put you on my website. I want to put you in my listing presentations. I want to tell my buyers to use you when they can. You know, that's a lot of loyalty, Mr. Lender. Let's work together as a team. Now, here's what I'd like you to do that will make you money and me money and keep filling the pipeline for both of us. This is not a hard item to sell to a lender. Number 3, did you know that Did you know that if I refinance the property for you, the person who is leaving the property will actually be removed from the current mortgage obligation and can even be removed from the title in the same transaction? Refinancing allows the party leaving to be completely free, not only of the real estate, but also of the loan. Number 4, if you allow me to refinance the property, I can enable the spouse who stays in the property to pay off the spouse who is leaving the property with the existing equity in the property. This sometimes eliminates the need to have the court direct the liquidation of your assets, retirement plans, pensions, etc. The ability to use the equity in the home because it has been freed up by a refinance can be the great equalizer in the possible inequities of other transfers asset transfers in a divorce. Number 5. Sometimes I can obtain a lower interest rate than what you have currently, thus allowing you all the above benefits with a lower payment. Number 6, refinance costs can be deductible. Because there are so many different refinancing options available, all parties to the divorce need to be personally counseled on the pitfalls and the opportunities in these real estate transactions. I can even help with a new loan for the vacating spouse on a new personal residence. Remember, guys, one of our goals is to also sell a house to the vacating spouse and to each of the attorneys who I want to end up in your database. All right. And then for many years I have helped clients like you move ahead in their lives. I hope you do not take this letter as a ghoulish attempt to profit from your pain. It is an attempt to lessen the pain caused by a wrong move that I personally have witnessed for years. When you call me, you are calling on an asset and a resource that is just the beginning of a career-long real estate relationship. All inquiries are confidential. Please utilize my services at your convenience. You'll be pleased with my unbiased approach and respect for your privacy. Once I hear from you, I'll be happy to counsel with any attorneys involved. And there's a little PS in there. I work extensively with the area's most experienced real estate brokers. I can help you receive free information from impartial real estate agents, and I can help you accomplish services such as your appraisals and marketing plans for free. Call me and leave me a message or my voicemail, email me, and we can discuss your options. Very, very cool, guys. Huge demographic of listings. And it's not being properly gone after. So remember, guys, there's lots of different demographics to go after. Let's use our head and let's start getting some more listings. Here's another one that I'd like you guys to think about, especially when you're going to another city, another state, or another country. There's always people who live in that destination of where you're going on vacation that actually own real estate in your area. Now, in California, I don't know if you guys can get this done, but in California, I was able to ask my title company who owns real estate in my town, like Kankakee, but lives in Hawaii. And I could get that list of people. Very, very exciting, because what happens is a number of things. Number one, your accountant might allow you to deduct the cost of your vacation, which that's kind of a gray area. Number two, you guys, I don't think your spouse would be too upset about you meeting with somebody in the lobby of the Royal Hawaiian for about a half an hour, 2 days out of the week that you're going to be there. So please consider this as a letter that goes out to people that own real estate in your town but live in your that live in your destination town, especially when you're going on vacation or a trip. I've written this letter as an introduction, and I'll go over the letter with you. I've written this letter as an introduction of my real estate services, and by the tax records, I believe you own real estate located in my city. And I found this information by using the tax records that are public knowledge. If I'm incorrect in regards to your ownership and you do not know who owns this property, please forward this. If you do know who owns this property, please forward this letter to the correct party. If I'm completely off the mark, please accept my apologies and